Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I was really reluctant to get this video out too soon, or I didn't want it to be too soon, because everybody seems like on YouTube and in the industry will get a gun and go run a couple mags through and say how awesome it is. Well, I can't do that because while I have enjoyed shooting this pistol, I can't tell you how awesome it is because it's just not been put through its paces enough. And I want to do that like little bit of due diligence and eventually give you a good kind of capture of my experience with it. But so this is just going to be, hey, this is what I've got. This is the experience I've had so far. And so if you don't recognize this, this is not a Glock. Hashtag not a Glock. So this is the Dagger Micro. A lot of you might know it as the Micro Dagger. Well, yeah, I get it. Customer's always right, so it's the Micro Dagger, but it does say Dagger Micro right there on the frame. I think we live in a really good time with CCW weapons and these really compact handguns. Like, there's a lot of rounds here. I bought this, I bought everything here. I didn't get anything for free, so this is just my experience with this. I happened to log on one day at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to the Palmetto State Armory website, and this bad boy was on there. And after tax and shipping and everything, I paid like $3.49, I think it was. Wanted to get that out there. Not much to say about the weapon. If you're familiar with the 43X, then you should be familiar with this because it's basically the same thing. I think the cuts on this are better. They're very grippy. They will grip that, and you can charge the weapon really easy, front or back. It is a Shield RMSC cut. I think that's what the nomenclature is. Don't buy this site. All right, so we're gonna do a quick rundown on the weapon. If you're familiar with Glock at all, this is going to look very familiar. Most striker fires come apart the same way. Just like a Glock, you have takedown pins or takedown lever, I'll call it, tabs here. That's what that is. And it just comes apart super easy. I've not taken apart any of the internals on here, and I'm not taken apart any of the internals on here. This all looks familiar, Glock type stuff. And so first impressions, I was really happy when I got this thing. Everything looks great. The barrel, I'm pretty sure you can see that, has some weird wear patterns. And it's not just me, I've looked online, tons of people have weird wear patterns and scuffing on their barrel right here. So I'm not really sure what's going on with that. Kinda don't care. Has some scuffing here. On the bottom side, you'll see that some people had problems with wear right here. I do have some of the finish coming off. I'm not concerned with finish. I'm concerned with longevity and how the actual item wears. A little more wear on that one. But there's no issue right now. It's kind of unremarkable. We'll talk about the magazine in a minute. The lower, pretty standard. I've done nothing other than put this Talon grips on here. This came from Talon, I bought it. I think the factory finish, the stippling or whatever they want to call it, it's a little slick. So I bought this one. It's their rubberized grip. Probably a 20% increase in grip texture, gripability. I don't really know what to say about it. Put it on, it is made for this handgun. This is not a Glock 43 crossover. As you can see here, it even has a cutout for their logo, for the Palmetto State logo. So this is made for this. Standard fare, there's really nothing remarkable. This is different than a Glock trigger. As you can see here, it's hinged. There's not a separate internal safety on the trigger other than this hinge. I like it, it's okay. It's not a great trigger. I'll probably replace it later, but I'm not in a rush to do it because right now, full honesty, I have 150 rounds through this. That's it. And so I'm not ready to say, this is awesome, this is great. It's good, that's it. That's all I've got to say about that. So one of the cool things about the new concealed carry environment that we live in, this world that we live in, is people were tired of 7 and 8 and 9 and even 10 round magazines. They're just not enough. So then out came the 12 rounds. SIG did that. I think a couple of other companies did 12 round magazines. You know what though? We're never happy. So 15 round magazines. This mag, if you have a 43X right now, buy these mags. These will fit in your 43X and it'll turn into a 15 round capable handgun. I think that's a really good upgrade for that. I've not had problems with them. I've heard a couple of people moaning on the internet about some problems with feeding. I've not had any yet. One thing I have noticed, I have some movement in my base plate, but that's it. Like, it's not that big of a deal. To open it, you just push down on the logo and then slide that off. I like the move to having 15 rounds. I think it's really good. Feeds well. It's got a little bit of a bevel around here. It's not much. There's a guy on eBay selling mag wells. Might do that. It's 20 bucks and it'll match this, so that may be kind of nice. But not had any problems. As you can see here, there is a small gap that's fit in. I like that because if the mag were to get stuck, mine does not. Mine freely falls out. But if it were to get stuck, I can grab that and get a real good purchase on that if I need to pull that out. Not really front to back, but on the sides, it's pretty easy. It's got more of a beaver tail than a 43X, and I do like that because I tend to ride really high. And as you can see, my fat hands will stick up and I'll get slide bite. I do have a scar from shooting my Glock 19, but I don't think I'm gonna have that problem with this one. I'm gonna throw some video up real quick. I just took a couple quick videos of us shooting this, and it shoots like a compact pistol. Like, I don't really know what to say. I love the arguments online. Oh, this one's snappy, this one's not. Well, all little guns like this are a little snappy. Get over it. This is the price that you have to pay for having something so small. Like, it basically, well, almost fits in the palm of my hand. You know, it's a small gun. It's going to be a little bit more snappy than a full size. With rounds, I weighed this. You know what, I'm just gonna do it now for you guys. All right, so we're zeroed out. So the handgun with the Talon grip and the Crimson Trace, there is no magazine in here. There's no round in the chamber. It is safe. 16.5 ounces, not too shabby. So let's move that up. Magazine's 2.3 ounces. So let's put those together. So we're at 1 pound, 2.8 ounces. And now we're gonna start putting the rounds on here. I'm just gonna drop them all. 1 pound, 10.2 ounces, so 26 ounces. So, you know, not too bad. I'm gonna knock this all off and I'm gonna throw my Glock clone with a 19 slide on here and show you how much that weighs. All right, so I have what essentially is basically, you know, it's basically a 19X. This is a full size frame this way, a 19 size compact, whatever you wanna call it, frame that way. This is a Timberwolf lower, comes with this magwell, and this is the Glock 19 slide off of my 19 that I've had for a number of years. So clear. So this is a little bit bigger than the other gun. And as you can see, the weights are pretty comparable. I think people have a misconception of how small these are. They are small, but you're looking at, they're more thin, because look at the size difference here. All right, so you can obviously see that it's a whole lot thinner. The grip length is almost the same. It's the same as the 19. Now this is the difference here. I'm gonna line these slides up the best I can because they are different. It's not much longer in any direction, all right? So that's why you're not gonna get a huge weight difference. So let me throw that back on there. So 1 pound, 5.5 ounces, and then this has 17 rounds in it. It's just a Magpul mag, it's not a Glock mag. And I'm still only 1 pound, 13.7 ounces. So we're not much, we're almost a quarter pound more, almost, that's almost 4 ounces more. Just, I like to do things like that because, you know, even when I bought this, I had this misconception that, man, this thing's gonna be so much lighter, it's gonna be so much more handy. Well, it is, because of the compact size and how thin it is, it's easier to conceal. But, you know, be realistic in your expectations. I'm not gonna give you an accuracy report right now. I don't think I'm there yet. This is the first time I've used a dot on a pistol because I'm slow and I'm just really slow to adopt things. I mean, I still shoot a 308, so that'll tell you right there. I like it, I'm just not used to it yet. So as I get accustomed to it, it'll be better. But for now, I'm not gonna tell you, go out and buy this thing. I don't think I'm there yet. If you just wanna experiment and you wanna have fun and try out something new from PSA, you know, yeah, go for it. Mags are, these are the micro slick mags. These are $32.99. Not too bad, but for a 15 round mag in a compact handgun that so far has been reliable and comfortable to shoot, I say go for it. I'm gonna just stop there. I'm already rambling. I need to stop. I like it. Don't love it yet because I'm not sure of it yet. Once I get to about 400 or 500 rounds, I think I'll be more comfortable and I'll give you an update when that happens. Until then, stay tactical.